So let's focus on the second page, because despite the thing here that I know surprised you and shocked you, because it's like, how dare you, first page, I have performed you, right? But that's also the lesson. I could have, if I gave 20 concerts, they weren't all perfect. They just got settled. But there was always mistakes here and there, So that just never goes away. Okay, so let's work backwards. Let's start from here, but I want you to play the right hand for me. Let's play the right. Good, so let's take it from here, try and make sure that that's clear. To go at 80 for that section. Both hands. So notice how we're practicing. Just because you've done things for a while, both hands, you always have to come back to basics, always have to slow down. Okay, let's try it at speed. Last line, I felt you a little bit tense, a little there, so you should be even more relaxed so the sound comes out smoothly. One more time from here. I think we're loud there, right? because sometimes you can make it through. No, there's something that was barely there, or just a small little something. You have to be very vigilant because those tiny little things grow and have legs and hair and big eyes when you're on stage. Okay, let's try one more time from here. If we don't get it, we're going to let it rest. Yeah. So there's also a point where you have to work on a section and go, okay, I'm going to, but then you have to kind of like, okay, I need to let it go. Your mind will continue to process, come back later. Okay. But let's try one time. Let's start from here with the right hand. That G. So start here. One more time. goes from, play where it goes to, from and to. So play the end. So what are the notes?
E, E, F.
E flat.
E flat, E flat, F, F.
F, F. So that's also important because you did it twice in both. And the second time you made it, but again it was like, right? Barely. Okay, let's go to speed. I want you to focus on that spot. See if you can get everything. I don't care if you have a different mistake, but that spot, I want it as best you can. So notice how important it is. I asked you, where was the spot? It's not just to kind of see it, but to say it. It's, and feel it. It's E flat to F. Okay. And then we did it again faster, and I said, I want you to focus on that spot. And you were like, anything else? Yeah? Your mind was there. This is how you can eliminate little things that are happening. Yeah? That later become just, problems. Okay. Let's go from here. Right hand. I don't think so. Try it. It has to be slow, relaxed. You know?
Oh, I have to keep
Yeah, we're gonna go now up until where we, so the end here until that G. You play the G though. Oh. It's okay, it's okay. Okay, left hand. Start on the F. Those lift, don't they? You see it messes you up, so that's why it's important, even if separate hands at this point. Okay. flat, D flat. Where? What octave? Oh, you're gonna start on the. Yeah, fine.
Are we not supposed to?
No, yeah, you're fine. I should have felt a little bit off time. Oh, but that's boom. Okay. Now, let's do the left actually one more time because I think this is one of those tricky little whining things, right? That felt very smooth. Nice. Okay. Both. Okay. Okay, good. The only thing I want you to do one more time is just this moment here when the left shifts. Nice. So you want to feel that it's almost like if your right hand did everything, and not that it feels like two hands. For example, yeah, but you want the left because it's more comfortable. But you want that left to come and be as smooth as the right, so it blends. Yeah. Okay. Right hand. Wait, no, I don't think so. It's actually harder doing right separate hands. Try again.
That isn't right. No.
No. Try again. Oh, but when? You didn't count that clear. No, but now it doesn't count. You have to start again. Sorry. Sorry, but the number you have dialed is out of order. You're still not right because it's G B.
I did.
No, but wait, but it's this. You see, that's exactly what you did. You did, but it's this and this and then.
I did.
Okay, do it one more time.
Oh shoot.
One E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and 2. Okay, start on the B flat. And what about, we gotta get to where we ended here. What was that again? No, that's not that rhythm. Thank you. Hard to start there. And finish it though. Huh? No. Okay, but you know, finish until you get there, right? Okay. But we haven't done the whole right hand without mistakes, right? Sure. Sorry. Again. One and 2. Good. Okay, left. Was there a little bit of a... Can you recognize it? I did.
Here?
Well, this.
Oh.
That fall, you made it, but again, it didn't feel like you were relaxed. It felt like you were a little bit struggling. Can you play dee-da-dee, the end of that line? Sorry to inform you. Okay, but again, being really perceptive, because at this point you might feel like like it's fine, not really. You gotta detect the not really. Okay, 80. We don't like that, do we? I don't think so. Okay, so again, one thing is if you're doing a run through and you say, I'm going to perform, okay, that you keep going, right? Another thing is practice. page complete. Hold on, relax. The second page complete. So now we're going to take it as a mini performance. If you have stumbles, then you gotta keep going. Now it's a performance of the second page. Yes? Okay. Okay, so one little stumble, but you managed, and no, not a big. So something like that would be a good performance, right? So, what was different from your first performance and this one? Because I sense something very different, but can you recognize what it is? Not just that you were nervous because you had somebody to play for. I mean, that of course adds. But there was something in your playing that was now also different. Do you know what that was? Okay. You had more clarity. So when you were playing, I was feeling someone that was probably practicing at speed most of the time. Am I right about that? Yes. And so what starts to happen is that your fingers go on autopilot, but when you're nervous, your mind messes with your fingers. And now you made a mistake. Right? And then it kind of escalates because all of a sudden you start to see, what are these notes? Is this the right piece? You know, all these things start to happen. But part of it is because you are not having clarity. That 80, super essential this week to be constantly slowing down. Now, we went backwards. I didn't do what I did with the first page the other time, which I would do 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right? That's another approach. So then you can practice differently each day because the more you vary, the more that things will get stronger. So here's another thing. I'm going to point to any measure. You're going to start there. You're going to play at the right dynamic, and you're going to continue until I say stop. Great. Start here, please. Careful with the thing. Did you think at all? You just me, monkey, play now, me. Stop. Start this measure, please. Think. Don't have to hurry to get started. Just think. Get yourself ready. When you think you're ready, then start. Stop. Start this measure, please. Think. Take time to think. Okay, try again. Relax. It's not the end of the world. Right hand. Okay, think a little more before you think about how the melody goes. And then try again. Can we play that again? I feel it. Actually, when you performed it, you made it clear, but it was actually a little. So I would like you to try and go. So that you're not lifting too much, but just that lift. This is the only lift. Try that right hand. That's right. Can you do that with both hands, that measure? Or that start there? Oh, with the dynamic? Oh, I think that's a little good. All right. Okay. So mixing up the measures. Today we did backwards. You can do forwards. You can do here, then here, then here, then here. You don't have to start at the beginning of a line. Start wherever. Yeah. Now, good places to start is beginning of a crescendo, so that you don't not in the middle of a crescendo is not so productive. So like you can start this beginning of this crescendo, this beginning of this crescendo, this beginning of this crescendo. And I wouldn't bother with there unless you're going to go all the way, right? And then you can do, for example, crescendos, diminuendo sections, or go into, vary it. That's what's key. Yeah, and then you'll get stronger. Combine that with playing it slow. Sometimes separate hands. Don't do everything every day. Here we have an hour, but you don't need to do that, because then you're just going to burn yourself out. Yeah? So, if you're doing this page and breaking it down in let's say 5 sections, then I would say maybe do 2 sections with separate hands and 2 sections that are slow with fast, and then the rest just fast, for example. Yeah? Same thing with the first page. Now, where was your surprise? Yes. So let's play the right hand of that measure, please. Good. Do that again, because it felt a little weird, didn't it? Oops. Oops. Isn't that A one we hold? That's good. Play with the left. Good, you're thinking. Awesome. It's a good thing. Where are you going to start? Relax. Think your right hand, your right hand. What finger goes there? Good. Okay. Let's do something different. Let's play both hands. Starting here to the end. That's A. think it was somewhere around here where you and you played it, but it was like a. Can you do this line, please? That's the one that was. One thing that would help also is, I would say this coming week, do a performance every other day. So you perform today, tomorrow just practice the sections. Yeah? Make sure you get through all the piece. Don't do everything like I said, yeah? So you can do maybe, first page is stronger, so maybe the first page you can do, you know, a couple of sections, like 3 sections, and then maybe 80 and 120, but then the next day start with a performance. Maybe get a good scale run and then start with a performance, and then record it, and then watch it. Because you see, there's been times when I've asked you, did you realize that? And you're like, no. But if you look at yourself, you're going to see those moments more clearly. Make sure that you get your hands, not your face, your hands, so you can see the moments of hesitation. When is your hand flowing and when is your hand a little bit, and maybe you made everything on time and with the right dynamics, but there was a hesitation, there was a little, those are the things you want to catch. Yeah? Okay. One last thing. The mood of this piece. What is this piece of? If you were to create a story or an image or a scene, where is this piece taking place? Is this in a cave? Is it in the ocean? Is it in space? Anything you want. Where do you think you would hear this music?
Parade.
Okay, a parade. What kind of a parade?
I just said parade.
Okay, okay, because of what? What?
Dynamics. Speed.
What? So it's like march-like or what?
Louder.
Louder. What do you mean louder? You're thinking emotionally like joyful, loud? Okay, so this is kind of a joyful piece for you, yes? Okay, let's go with that. So it's a joyful piece and it's on a parade. Who are the people in this parade? Are they dressed up in costumes? Or are they just normal in their normal clothing?
Normal clothing.
Okay. What is the parade? Is it like a 4th of July kind of parade, or is it a parade that's celebrating some event, like the winners of the hockey team, and then they have the winners on the shoulders, and they're going down a parade celebrating the win, the championship win of the hockey team? Could be something like that, or what do you see? What do the people say? Because a parade is a celebration of something, so we have to define what are they celebrating. Whatever you want.
Whatever you just said.
A win, a team winning, and
A win, okay.
doesn't matter what sport, right?
Okay.
Let's say it's a win of a team, and people in the, let's say, the town or the neighborhood are doing a parade celebrating the win. Awesome. Okay. Is this the beginning of the parade, or is the parade already in the middle when you start the piece? Like when the piece starts, are we already seeing the people, or is the beginning like the people are coming out of their houses, starting to get on the sides
Like
of the
setting
street? Okay. Where would it be that maybe the parade actually starts? So So it's starting, right? People are coming out of their houses and they're standing on the street. And it's like, hey, Tom, hey, Bill, hey, Andrew, how's it going? Okay, yes, excited, big win, hey, yeah, big win, right? All that stuff. Yeah. Now, when do the people of the actual parade, which might be the team itself, with like the coaches and maybe people involved in finance, whatever, all the people involved in it, maybe even like if it's like a football team, there's the cheerleaders, right? And the guy with the what's the whoosh that throws it in the air, that little, what's that called, baton, right? Yeah, and they do like little acrobatic stuff. So I see pom poms, of the cheerleaders. Woo, yeah, go. Yeah. All right. When do they come? Because you said they're coming in, setting up. At what point is the whole first page just the setup, and the team starts on the second page? The parade actually starts on the second page, or is it somewhere in the first page? What do you think?
Here.
In this long crescendo. Okay. So let's start. So you want to start more intimate because it's quiet. The parade actually hasn't really started here, right? And then we're building towards it. And maybe each hand is like little conversations of people as they start together. Let's try. Let's play those two lines and see. I want to try to imagine with your sound people coming to the parade. You actually didn't do the dynamics correct. Why? What did you not do correct? I don't know. Is that the answer? It's okay.
Diminuendo.
Ah, yes, you didn't do the diminuendo. You just tied it into the left hand. So then because that's it. That's actually how a conversation goes. It's like, Andrew, the other day, I went to this restaurant. It was so good. And then there's a pause. You don't go, the other day, it was so good. Nobody talks like that, ends a phrase like that. We always just end, even if you're excited, it's like, man, it was so good. And then you're like, okay, and then now, oh, really? And where is this restaurant, right? And so that's kind of and so if you don't do the diminuendo, then you're over talking in front of the other, right? It's like, okay, I'm going to ask you a question, you're going to answer, okay? So what did you do today? Well, I don't care. You see what I did? Does that feel good? No, because I interrupted you. So that's what you're doing with the hand when you don't do the diminuendo. Yes? Okay. So, mission diminuendo. Do you know exactly where the
No.
Ah, okay. So you see, that's important.
Guess.
Okay, so you were going down, 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 down. This is different than this pattern, and then you accented this note. Not super loud, but enough that you interrupted. So this is the end of the diminuendo, and this is all soft. Nothing changes louder until here. Take two. Because you're having to play it soft, but you're not kind of. Okay, can you start from here? That's louder, isn't it? with the baton. Incredible. Here's the team. Woo! Yeah. Oh, there they go. Okay. So now we have to, okay, that was good, yes? So notice that by creating certain stories, certain sequence, it doesn't have to be anything fancy. We're not going to win the Oscars here, right? But just by creating something, it actually makes you think about the dynamics much more, but it also makes you more emotional about how you're pressing the notes. Because it wasn't just a crescendo, it was the excitement of seeing the team passing by. Yes? Now, the team just passed by, and we got more than half of the piece. So what's going to happen now? Is this another part where people are leaving, and now the second page is a different event? Or is this just maybe the team and now there's something else coming on the parade that might start over here? You have to decide. Make it up, but really make the effort to do something. It doesn't have to be sophisticated. It's simple. But the more you do that, the more you will also be more accountable about the sound that you're producing and how it makes you feel. Now, why that's important is because that is what you want to focus on when you're nervous. When you're nervous, if you're thinking, oh, there's that A flat that I'm making a mistake. Oh, it's an A flat. Andrew, it's an A flat. Andrew, you start doing that stuff. That's not. But if you know that moment is that big moment when he rises up and flies into the sky. It's so incredible. Now that image is much more powerful that will help you remember better. And it'll take you away from the unnecessary chatter. This is what great performers do. They're not focusing on these things. They're focusing on something higher, more meaningful. Everything else is already there because they've done the work. Yes? But now it's, how am I going to communicate? So make up a story for the rest of this parade event, whether it parade on the first page and some other event on the second page, or how the parade continues, up to you. Yeah? And then how are you connecting? When you play through the piece, record yourself, watch it, and really look at your hands and listen to the sound, and then look, ooh, make note. Where was that? Like you can have the score, yeah, and you're watching the video. Okay. Oh. That felt weird there. And then you can now be more directive about targeting little weaknesses that seem unperceptible, but they're there. Yeah? Okay. We still got one more try. So save some tears for next week.
One more?
Yeah, next week